Hello everybody. So this is going to be my first real bodybuilding video, fitness video, and in this video I'm going to detail how I got the idea of entering a bodybuilding competition, what my goals were, why I'm doing it, and where I'm going to go from here. So my first competition is on Sunday. It is OCB, a natural drug tested, polygraph tested, and urine tested competition. Not that, these things can't be beaten or manipulated, but it was a really attractive thing for me because I started going to the gym in like mid-July, so say 5 months, and I met a guy who had done these competitions, and before these competitions I had the idea that bodybuilding was only for the massive guys that were taking steroids, that were many pounds heavier than I am. I am 168 as of this video, 5'11". So I believe I can add on a fair bit more mass, even naturally. But that was my concept of bodybuilding, so I didn't really think about getting into it. But then I talked to this guy, shout out Cassius, who had done a couple competitions, and I learned about what men's physique was, and I decided that it would be an admirable goal because the second I got into the gym, what I saw was a lot of really impressive physiques, a lot of really impressive strengths of the people that were in this gym. This is a very serious gym, I would say, in terms of gyms I've been to. But not all of them had been setting goals, and not all of them had really, people weren't doing competitions, and I just felt like a competition is a logical progression of working out, for me at least. Now, everybody can set their own fitness goals, which is a beautiful thing. If your goal is to lose weight, if your goal is to just be strong, but I think the more, not pressure, but the more real, the more specific you get, rather than just talking about, I want to like, you can set your weight goals or whatever, but if all that's in your mind is that I just want to get stronger, it might be hard to really feel fulfilled in that way. I don't know exactly why, but that's just my intuition about it. I think setting bigger goals and longer term goals and specific goals is a really cool thing to do. And it was instantly attractive for me because I have actually suffered from sports-induced asthma my whole life. Never even really knew I had it until I was about 15, 16 years old. And so bodybuilding is a way for me to reconnect with the sports world, the competitive sports world, without having to deal with that issue of asthma. So that's number one. And so what I plan to do with this is I found that bodybuilding is very, laden with drugs and steroids, and nothing against people that take steroids. Absolutely nothing against people that take steroids. But I believe that the future of bodybuilding is one where we are utilizing natural compounds, we are utilizing good health and nutrition in order to produce things that people might consider super physiological at this point in time. Hence why there are a lot of people that get accused of being not natural, and then they come out and they prove that they are natural, like Matt Does Fitness, and there's some other guys as well. And so what I've been able to do, I started at 183 in mid-July, and I'm 168 right now. Dropped a lot of body fat, but I never even bulked, I just instantly went on a very high protein, I was actually full carnivore for the first 2 months of working out. Then I added back fruit, raw honey, and raw dairy, to my diet. And I've had amazing results. I think anybody at my gym would concur with that idea, despite the fact that all I've done is cut weight. I've cut weight and I've added a lot of muscle, and I've got a much better physique. And So that's kind of what I want to bring to the world. That's kind of what I want to do is, explain my process and really succeed in becoming a model of male, physique. I'm not afraid to admit it. And even deeper than that, in my mind, I've set the goal to become the most attractive man in the world. It might seem crazy to people, but I figure that's a logical thing. If I'm doing men's physique, I'm not really concerned about getting the highest levels of muscle mass that I can get. What I'm concerned with is getting the most proportional body and physique that I possibly can. And given the results I've already seen within these first few months, I believe I can get there, and I believe I'm going to be able to show other people how to get there. And I'm just going to share this beauty with everybody because, well, isn't it kind of fun to just make the world more beautiful, I guess? So that's my goal. That's where I'm going. I got my first competition this Sunday. Stay tuned for more updates. I will be posting. I will be having photographs of that. And I will be starting a fitness Instagram and social media, but I'm just going to focus first on just taking photos for the Instagram, maybe sharing small content blips, then expanding that over time. So stay tuned for all that. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.